choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle and from you.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Ready. Let's go. Go set. Blue striker. Set.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 30. Now back to throw. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Red, yellow. Hey, blue.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run the option left. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1 yard line.
Ready?
Jake Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets them set at their 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Corral looking to pass. Second down. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. On the play fake, Corral. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Tremble, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Taken from about the 12. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Come on, set, right, right. Hey, green.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And And that is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Ready. Slide two.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Second down and goal. Corral. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
13 more yards. First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Corral. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Here's Corral on 1st down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. On 1st down, it's Corral. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards from the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Corral, another throw coming. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
But there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go now. You, yellow.
He'll drop to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw here. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down.
Black Ultra.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Off play action. Here's Corral. That caught by Tremble. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Corral with it. 1st down here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Moore, 39 yards. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's go.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down again. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on 4th down. Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. So we come upon halftime. Intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. On first down, Corral. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Ready. Set.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man downfield is Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley, 45 yards. And the Falcons take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Back to throw, Corral. Trying to improvise. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action here, Corral. He'll buy some, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Going for it on 4th down, Corral. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Blue striking.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And 14-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 9. Now Corral. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Corral throwing for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
On the ready?
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
On the double.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Ready?
They'll run with Jacobs. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 8th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. Coup for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Corral to throw. Escaping the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Fourth down, here's Corral. It's complete, swings it out to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here's Corral. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Corral. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Corral. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Corral. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Corral setting up to pass it here. Eluding the pressure right. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks